Is there more to the story of this high sensitivity that some of us experience that is often overwhelming and makes it very, very, very hard to be here and to want to be here on planet Earth at this time? Is there more? And if so, what might that be? And I could ask the question, why? Why is it so intense for you and me? And for a lot of us? Why is it so intense? And I'm just taking a moment to feel that question, to breathe, and to connect and make contact. Because, you know, what part of me is asking that question? Is it the one that's really in pain and wanting to understand because it's confused, because I'm confused? And is it also coming from a deep place of knowing, of clarity and acceptance? I'm here to make contact with you. I'm here to connect, and I'm here to follow the lead that my life is taking me on. And apparently that has brought me here, has brought you and I here into this contact point. And it's so good to see and feel your light and feel mine and feel what they do together. And I recognize that I will likely go in waves in the next years to come, maybe the rest of my life, between terror, fear, discomfort, and great elation and joy, and understanding and clarity, and connection. When I tune in to the place where I get a sense of knowing and a sense of truth as my navigation point of what feels the most real, and I ask the question, what is my purpose? What is our purpose as highly sensitive beings? It shows me an image of a pool, and there's the shallow end where most of humanity is currently splashing around, falling in, and then there's the deep end where we're feeling like there's not necessarily any ground beneath us, because we're not standing, we're floating. And we're receiving all of the crazy ripples and splashes that the shallow end is making. I've never seen this image before, by the way. I'm just riffing. And what is the deep end? The deep end is for those of us who are either called to go deep in my own waters of my psyche and my consciousness and who I am and what I am. And the further in and deeper I wade into that pool, the more joy and amazement and vastness, wonder, awe, and incredulity as I am faced with the truer version, the vaster version of the mystery of that which we are. Not just an intellectual game, but in it. Equally so, it's terrifying to this personality construct presently inhabited. Hey. Because when I waded in years ago, when I began to wade in, it was both a calling and a choosing for me. I felt the opportunity to wade in, and I took it best as I could. I got a glimpse of what was possible, and that's all I wanted. All I wanted to do. All of my life became organized around awakening, stepping into that deep end more and more. And little did I know, but as I did that, along with the amazement, I also found that I was remembering stuff that didn't make sense to me. And why was I getting so terrified and having these sort of very vague flashbacks of incredible violence that happens to me or to someone? And so the way that I frame that now, one way, is that I was remembering past life experiences or parallel life experiences, or my system was taking in the darkness, the polarity of the power over mechanism that's playing here on Earth, and converting that into these images and these visceral horror sensations that I then experienced. While I was fine, I was just living my life. I wasn't in any physical danger myself that I know of. But yeah, when we wade in to those deep waters, for me, that's what happens. I had the most incredible moments of my life, one of which I actually saw for the first time my light body, and how I don't have words at the moment. My golden light body. And I saw my wings for the first time. And remembered who I was. At one level, anyway. At one level. And then the darkness came to be remembered too. And my anxieties ramped up. They're pretty ramped up now, as far as connection with others. But here's what I think, because it's clear that the deeper in, for me, the deeper in I wade into that deep end, the more sensitive I become. The more majesty comes. The more darkness shows itself, because we're in a world of polarity where both exist. And we can play too, is what I'm getting. I can play too in the deep ends. I can play. And then walk back to the shallow ends anytime. Do I have choice? Do I have choice? Do I have choice to breathe deeper right now? And relax my shoulders. And make contact again with you. And so, why are we drawn, or some of us are simply dropped, perhaps, or feel like we're just dropped in the deep end? Please raise your hand if that's you. And I feel really drawn to harmonizing us. Well, harmonizing, I feel drawn to making contact with you and with us. Because it's not so easy to be a human being. Oh, we feeling so much in our bodies. And some of us feel deeply more of the energy. And those of us who are trying to be of service to the awakening, because there is a current underneath, and we are finding it not so easy, not so easy, but maybe together we can salvage it, because there's secrets that we alone have the access to. Oh yes, may it be so, and joy will reign again in the heart. My heart is speaking to you, my love. We are seeking some peace and some love, the source of our being. Oh, I think it's possible that we can do it together. Yeah, I do. The Great Awakening is a term, let's say, for the flipping of these dark energies that we've been immersed in, and we're shifting out of that into knowingness, remembering who we are, viscerally feeling the interconnection that we are. And presently, it's crazy. It's crazy. Everyone's splashing around and has no idea. Most people have no idea what this deeper current is. And so it's so early. It's so early in the process, in a way, that those of us who are tapped in and are remembering and are activating our psychic abilities that are inherent and just part of us, are receiving all of the insane fear, hatred, anger that's in the pool of the collective that most people are shut off to, at least consciously. But we who are tuned to receive those We just have big fields, perhaps. That's one thing that comes to me, is we have larger fields. And that larger field means two things for me. It means that I can connect with more of us. And that when my light is speaking through my heart, and it's able to, because I'm integrated enough, or having a moment of allowing that to move through me, then my impact is huge. I saw that that was possible, and I'm going for it. And I'm terrified a lot of the time. And I'm working with that. And the other thing that can happen with having a huge field, especially in the early stages, is that I get influenced by all these energies and have no idea what's happening. I don't know why I feel so terrible. And this video is not about how to overcome this. It's not about, the video is about contact and being present with this right now and feeling the contact that I'm making with you and that I feel you making with me, and feeling the web of contact and of connection that's being created by dropping into this moment right here. I don't have a future tip, but I have this moment with you. And we can play in it too. I'm just a weirdo in the woods, but yeah, yes and. If my dreams came true, I would do my very best to gather us, those of us who find this moment here in connection and in contact, to gather us and to elicit contact, to elicit connection that is real, that isn't based on giving tips or advice to each other, that isn't entirely based on individual mastery. Yes, individual mastery. Yes, awesome. Yes, amazing. Yes. And we create such magic when we're in connection with each other. And I am so dedicated to doing my best to bringing that forth, to calling forth your gifts, my gifts, to summoning our gifts through us, through our willingness, and through the magic that is helping this space, helping us, and loving us so deeply and dearly through our individual and group struggle. My name is Sammy Vanek. I'm a human being. And I make videos on YouTube. I also have a website that I recently updated, and for those of us who are feeling this call and feeling this connection and this vibration and want more, go to my website, and there are several offers there. One of which is I'm creating a community where we get to connect in this way that will be curated specifically around connection and harnessing our gifts. And thank you so much for being here on Earth. Oh, we have each other. In the great awakening,